6'2", number 11, MP.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days.
It is evident I do better when I feel like the world against me and think I should never win. Can I stop and pocket profit every time the pussy win? He had to get it out the mud and rise up out the settlement. Catch me early like Sunday school. Sunday school. Pastor play with the fool. Me, I just keep it cool. He tell me dirty. Ask for my dirty money. Talking wash away my sins like Jesus opened the laundry.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Well, a chance to check out some stats for MP.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Pritchard in at point. And for the 76ers, George is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's MP. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. Well, Doris, both these teams have the luxury of a very deep bench.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of talent on both rosters. What that means is the defenses need to be active and aware even when substitutions are made, because the next basket could come from absolutely any guy on the floor.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it.
Hey, D up on MP.
Here's MP. To the middle. Yabusele can't hit. Outside Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
Now, here's MP. And he really played well against Denver. George passes to MP. And that one's on target from the wing.
You can see inexperience does not prevent MP from finding his spots and capitalizing.
And here's Tatum for 3. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. MP passes to George. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Walsh.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up. Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Embiid. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Tatum passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
And here is Tatum. Following the three-pointer by MP. Porzingis kicks to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Here's Walsh. And he's good on the 3-ball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here is George. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. To the inside. Here's Yabusele, guarded by Tatum. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
MP outside. Back to George. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. MP's shot is good. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Outside Holiday. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers leading by 5. Kicks it out to MP. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Over Tatum. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by MP.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Boston is gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Back to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
This is what you call a point guard with hops. Even though he's a little bit older, Holiday's showing he can still throw it down.
Pass to Yabusele. Back to MP. And here's George. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Tatum draws the double. Holiday, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
All right, Drew Holiday, we see you. He wanted to get right back with that three-point shot.
MP kicks to George. And here's MP for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Back to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Denver delivered quite a performance. He scored an incredible number of points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? I'll find out together. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Hey, Kevin. The Clippers transaction just now public. Their front office is in action ahead of the trade deadline. They see the acquisition of Terry Rozier as a key addition to the roster. He can energize an offense with his blend of scoring and playmaking, and I'm told that's what they're going to count on as a veteran who looks to make a quick difference.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. And here is Tatum. Following the three-pointer by MP.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And the shot goes in from Embiid.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now here is Holiday. His last outing, 16 points for him. A three-pointer is right on target.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Here's MP, and he banks in the layup. MP's got 16 points.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
So it's the Celtics now, trailing here by 8. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Johns, we thank you for the report. You know, Doris, when you compare the NBA to other major sports, it seems coaches just don't get as much credit for their strategy and their scheming and game plan.
Hey, Kevin, I think it's a misconception not only about the coaches, but about the NBA specifically that it's not as complex as other sports. There's so much depth to this game. It is in a constant state of evolution. Once you think you've got the NBA down, I'm promising you it's going to evolve to another direction. This misconception is flat wrong. Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Joel Embiid. Drummond passes to MP. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Shireman, doubled by Maxey. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Violation. Jump ball call.
Porzingis passes to Craig. Here's Cornette. Rebound by the 76ers. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Celtics trail by 10. Oubre with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Maxey kicks to MP. A three-pointer, no good. And the Celtics with possession here. Troubled by Maxey. Pass to Cornette. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
1:16 left here in the opening quarter. And finished off by Oubre.
That's just MP reading the defense, going through his progression, and making the right play.
Boston shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Cornette passes to Craig. To the paint. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got his second basket of the night.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Now, Craig, following the three-point attempt by MP. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Oubre, a screen on Craig. MP passes to Oubre. Kicks it out to MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 20 points.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Craig against MP. Pass to Craig. Horford from outside. Maxey grabs the miss. And a deep three from MP. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No short. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Jason Tatum. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Shireman in at point guard. And the dunk by Horford.
Well, Al Horford does not mind sending a message now and then. How about that easy flush?
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Drummond. Here's Shireman, covered by MP. Cornette passes to Horford. Horford double team. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
Philadelphia leading by 6. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. George passes to Oubre. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Shireman, guarded by Embiid. Horford from outside. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. MP passes to George. Back to MP. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The rebound by the Celtics. Their last encounter was in Boston.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Here's McCain. Still without a basket. The 3 from MP. The offensive rebound. The 3 ball. Here's Embiid. Assertive move by Embiid.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with them.
Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. MP, no good. Celtics trail by 11. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the 4th, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Now, here's Craig. Following the miss by MP, Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
And the 76ers making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. MP dishes to Embiid. Back to MP. Pass to McCain. 6 to shoot. And here's MP for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Bounce pass from Tatum. Walsh. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Here's Yabusele. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. MP finds George. From outside the arc, another 3 for Philadelphia.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Outside Tatum. And Horford wide open. He shoots. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
I'll tell you, a veteran shot right there. Al Horford immediately answering back with a three of his own. Go ahead, big fella.
Here's McCain. Hasn't made one yet. And here's MP for three. Here's Pritchard. Outside, Horford. Pass to Tatum. A wide open look here for Craig. And the Celtics another three.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball pretty fast.
Embiid sets the pick for MP. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Embiid is just too strong inside.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Not as good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Horford.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
In the corner, George with it. And here's MP for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
You know, that one's a tough one to take. You force the extra session, and then you have the heartbreak of not being able to get it done in the extra session. Brutal. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So both teams making some changes here. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. The 76ers, number one.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
Celtics trail by 9. Here's Pritchard. He's coming off a 31-point game against New Orleans.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Here's Pritchard. Holiday. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And 11 points for Drew Holiday.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Pass to Drummond. Back to MP. In the corner, Drummond with it. Philadelphia moving the ball around. On the wing, MP. 26 points for him. Kicks it out to Maxey. Another three for Philadelphia.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Holiday against Maxey. Pass to Walsh. Takes the three. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. And here is MP. Outside, Maxey. And here's MP for three. Horford with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here is Holiday. 11 points in the game. MP with it. Here's Maxey. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Maxey's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Boston shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got his fourth rebound in this one. Inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, Grimes has the frame to work down low. I like when he gets inside.
Celtics trail by 14. Holiday, a screen on Maxey. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Pritchard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Grimes passes to MP. Porzingis with the rebound.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Holiday gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Maxey passes to Yabusele. Pass to Grimes. Down low.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw good, MP. And the 76ers making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Cornet's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's the Celtics now. It's a 14-point game. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Porzingis is doubled. Inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
The 76ers leading by 12. Oubre on the wing. MP deciding where to go with it. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Three-pointer. A shot by Pritchard, no good. MP way outside. And so it's MP making things happen for Philadelphia. He's raised his three-point total to 6 now. A lot of points from beyond the arc. We come back right after this.
I get trying to play fast and loose, but if you're too loose with the shot selection, you'll end up wasting possessions.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. And that about wraps it up.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
They've got MP. Yabusele out there with Embiid. Then it's Paul George. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Here's Pritchard. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got 5 rebounds tonight. And George kicks to MP. Philadelphia with a new shot clock. Embiid bulldozing inside.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 11 points with that bucket from Porzingis.
Well, he's done his part, no doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
Pass to Embiid. MP outside. Yabusele passes to MP. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 11. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Throws it down. JT.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
MP outside. Here's McCain. Scoreless thus far. Here's Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Holiday is a guy who, if you allow him to get hot, he will be opportunistic.
Embiid kicks to MP. Into the lane. And Pritchard pulls it down. For Boston, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Holiday, the pass to Pritchard. Nifty move. And it's good on the way in. And now just a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run. Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Pass to Tatum. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Out to the right wing. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's MP. Right through contact. MP.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Trailing by 10. Unloads from 13. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
MP outside. Pass to Yabusele. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's a 12-point 76ers lead.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
Now Tatum, he's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post. Outside Holiday. Boston again missing. The 76ers leading by 12. MP outside. Embiid is at the elbow. Over Porzingis, and Embiid, the bucket on the assist by MP. MP's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now here's Tatum. Outside Holiday to halt the run. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. MP passes to Embiid. The shake. Back to MP. For the 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Celtics trail by 14. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
The defense made the mistake of allowing Kristaps Porzingis to find his rhythm. Going to be a long night if you don't cool him off.
Now, here's MP. He has 35. Pass to McCain. In the corner, George with it. MP outside. 4 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. No good from outside. The Celtics have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start."
Celtics trail by 8, and a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Horford, and it's Shireman in at the 1. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Coming up to the floor for your Sixers, number 28, Jusqu'au
The 76ers leading by 8. And here is MP. And that one, good. MP's got 9 points here in the second half.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last. And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. He gets that one. And now a 12-point Philadelphia lead.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
Outside Tatum. The 19-footer is on the money. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Miami Heat.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins. And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Off target from three-point range.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Inside, MP gets it.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Tillman. Celtics passing it around. And Embiid with the block.
He's so agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
Tatum with it. Lock at 6. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the basket by MP.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Here's Horford. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. It's good.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
The 76ers leading by 11. MP outside. Pass to Embiid. MP outside. Over to the left wing. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pritchard, good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got assist number 8 now on the night. 76ers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. MP to the rack. That one is good from Joel Embiid. 18 points for Joel Embiid.
What a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Here's Pritchard. Sinks the triple.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
The 76ers lead. Embiid sets the pick for MP. Pass to Embiid. Rebounded by the Celtics. Cornette's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Pritchard. His 3-pointers off the mark. Embiid kicks to MP. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Cornette. And here is Tatum. Covered by MP. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on MP.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Now, MP. Outside for George. Pass to MP. There's the screen. 5 on the clock. Here's McCain. Over Tatum. A nice shot by McCain.
The ability to have this kind of IQ this young by MP, his team has got to be thrilled.
Celtics trail by 7. Now here's Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Here's Pritchard from the top of the key. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The 3 from MP. MP, that triple is down the hatch.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
For Boston, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum with the screen on MP. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Pritchard's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the Celtics. Yabusele passes to MP. And good, he hits it again.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
And this is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Drew Holiday is checked in for Al Horford. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. We'll see if that fire gets lit, guys.
Thank you, David.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
The shot's good. Tatum's got 11 in the second half.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Pass to Yabusele. Over Tatum. Yabusele can't hit. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 7. Here's Pritchard. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. The 3 from MP. The rebound by the Celtics.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Outside Tatum. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 7. In the corner, George with it. Back to MP. It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Pulls it up. Boston, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. MP left side. Nice shot by Yabusele. And the 76ers lead by 9.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Tatum looking around. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
MP outside. Shot from 12. Rebounded by Tatum. The Celtics shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Pass to Pritchard. Off target with his 3. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Out to the right wing. Now, here's MP. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Tatum's shot is off. MP outside. Here's the 3. It's off. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.